Good morning, friends, and thus begins this vlog. So in just a minute, I have a tiny house celebrity coming over for breakfast. Two tiny house celebrities coming over for breakfast, and I'm kind of excited about it. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. I haven't done a lot of entertaining here at the Tiny House of Peace, so it will definitely be a good time. If you were just joining us, welcome. My name is Alaska. I am the Tiny House Concierge, and I try to make going tiny easier and less painful. And if you want to subscribe to this channel, I would be happy to make you videos on whatever you want. Okay, cool. Well, we're gonna get started in just a second, and I will show you who's coming. Okay, so while I wait for my breakfast companions, I'm just gonna have a little coffee chat with you while we wait, because here's the thing. Actually, this vlog started last night, and here's the real 411 about how that went down. Okay, so this vlog starts early. I was just in my house, and all of a sudden I get a text from Lindsay Wood, aka the tiny home lady, and she's like, "Is this your house?" And I'm like, "Where are you?" And I get this text that's like a picture of my own house from this super creeper angle, and and I run outside, and it's Lindsay Wood, the tiny home lady, like sending me pictures of my house.
Not freaky at all.
Alright friends, updating you on the vlog. So me and Lindsay, the tiny home lady, are going for a walk, and we are scoping out places where we could put a tiny home.
We are always scoping. I feel like I'm always scoping.
We're looking at backyards. We're looking at, like, could you physically pull it into the space? Is there enough room?
Options.
Where is it in relation to the, you know, water spigot on the side of the owner's house?
Yep, your sewer, your electrical, or you can do off-grid, all those things.
You can do this, friends. You can walk through your neighborhoods and find which houses would be good and knock on their door. You can always ask.
The other question that a lot of people ask, is it under the radar or permitted? That gets into a whole nother conversation.
Yeah, we're not necessarily saying we're gonna find legal parking today, but we're still we're still gonna look. We're just
keeping
gonna look.
our minds open into that area, and that is the most important part, keeping the minds open.
Yes.
Right now we get
this
two
is
dogs
an adventure.
saying hello.
Update on our walk. We found a tiny home.
I spy a
Do you
tiny.
see it back there?
Woo!
Little, kind of looks like one of those little coffee pod situations. We found one.
All right.
Okay, so I am here in the Tiny House of Peace with the tiny home lady, and she found my sage, and we decided to burn some to cleanse. Oh my gosh, that smells so good.
We have a lot that we hold in this industry because there's a lot of things that are complex, and you name it. There's things we've been through, and then there's things that we're trying to help other people navigate.
We're sending you healing smoke from the Tiny House of Peace right now.
Yes.
Good morning. It is day 2 of the vlog, and we decided to make omelets this morning, and so we are now about to see if Cynthia can flip one. Stay tuned. I might need to buy a new tiny house.
We're gonna be okay.
What's that, babe?
I said this could be disastrous, but we're gonna see if this will go. I think we'll be all right. So, all right, you ready?
You can do it. Believe in yourself.
Right. Okay, ready?
Oh my god! I honestly did not think that was going to happen.
Well, almost didn't make it, but we got it.
Wow! And she put cheese on the outside, and then there's gonna be tomatoes and mushrooms and smoked salmon. Okay. Okay. Well done, babe.
Thank you, thank you.
Hi friends. Okay, so the weekend vlog continues here at IKEA. We are going to be looking at tiny house furniture. Now, I don't technically need any tiny house furniture right now, but I love to go furniture shopping. So I have decided to do it for you. We're gonna see what's available that might fit in your tiny house. And also get meatballs. Okay, so I have found what might be the ultimate IKEA couch, tiny house couch, and here's why. So, first of all, L-shaped. This is a great shape for a tiny house because it allows you to look 2 directions. If you sit this way, you look one way down the house. If you sit this way, you can look, hopefully, out a window. Also, with this, you kind of get like a little footstool situation. And I have that in my house, and trust me, it's amazing. Finally, we're gonna see the width. As you know, a tiny house is 8.5 feet wide. I am 5 feet tall, so that ought to do it. All right, friends, tiny house couch tip. See this situation? I know it's tempting to want to buy a tiny house couch that is like this because it's small and it's straight and it feels like it will be easy to put in a tiny house. But friends, in a tiny house, you're not going to be moving around a lot. You're going to be more stationary, and you're probably going to be more stationary on the couch. So please do your future tiny self a favor and get a couch that is more comfortable than this. Okay, we totally just found an air purifier. Hi, babe. Table? Side table. How cool is that? It's like a side table, but it's also an air purifier for your tiny home. And by the way, friends, if you don't have an air filter in your tiny home, that will help with dust. Dust is a big tiny house issue. Half the reason I come to IKEA. Because of the meatballs. Well, friends, thank you for joining me at IKEA yesterday and for joining me on this tiny house vlog. That was great. And, you know, thank you for joining me in tiny house life in general. I am having the best time. A tiny house has radically changed my life, and all for the better. I'm somehow now living a life that is better for my body, better for the planet, cheaper, and more fun. Like, it's a little bit surreal to me that all of those pieces work together, yet somehow they do. So I'm very excited. I'm very grateful to share that with the world. If you haven't had a chance to subscribe to this channel, please do so. I would love for you to be here. And if you would, in the comments, let me know where you are at in your tiny house journey and what I can do to help. Speaking of help, thank you so much to Lindsay Wood, the tiny home lady, and Eric Wood, the tiny freedom guy, for making an appearance in this video and helping me vlog this weekend. You can find a link to Lindsay's Go Tiny Academy below when that is available. So that will be coming out in August. Stay tuned for that. That is an intensive video course. It's also going to have an associated workbook. I will also have a link to my consulting. I do one-on-one Zoom consulting if you want personalized help going tiny. And finally, shout out to my lovely girlfriend at Artemis Turning. I will put a link to her Instagram below. She is an incredible craftshuman and maker of things. Honey, I appreciate you being in this video and for doing so much of the filming behind the scenes. Cheers.
3D. You should get my reaction.
You're here. Okay. Lindsay Wood, the tiny home lady.
It's so great to be inside what we only see on Instagram and YouTube, and then 3D.
You are in 3D.
The beautiful countertops, the quirky, the range, the open shelves, this awesome decor. Oh, but the sauna, that's what I want to see the most.
Come on, Zoe.
Come on, Zoe.
Come on, Zoe.
Oh my goodness. Oh, stop. So the sauna is next to the shower. This is huge. This is amazing. I love this. Go mint tiny homes. Light, bright, feels really big and open. Which for anyone wondering like, do I go tiny or not? Yes, it's a good idea.